Again, it's saying 34 seconds live. I've not been on 34 seconds StreamYard. For God's sake, that's a glitch. They need to sort that out, StreamYard do. That is a glitch. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I've already muted it. I am pro. I've already muted it. Right, then. I'm muting it again anyway. So I will wait for a few people to pop in because we just got Lucy in at the moment. So hi there, Lucy. So yeah, wait for a few people to pop in. I don't know why. Normally there's like loads of people waiting, but maybe everyone's busy. I don't know. So I thought we'd talk some eBay. I also thought, obviously, well, if there's guests as normal, we'll have guests on. And also, I wanted to do a little bit of a thank you as well. We've got Just Me Kathy in. Hi there. So yeah, wait for a few people to pop in. And then, why is it on StreamYard? It's saying there's non-watching. Oh, there we go. Now it's jumped up. It had 0 watching, and now it's on 15. So it looks like people are popping in. It must be people are getting the notifications. I'm not sure. RJ is, everyone's jumping in now. My God, I can't keep up. RJ, we've got Kelly in there. Hi there, Kelly. We've got Richard, and we've got Jennifer as well. So yeah, everyone's jumping in at once. Oh, we've got Zoe. We've got Tracy. Hi there. So yeah. First thing I need to say is thank you to everyone who has subscribed, because today I've hit 4K subs, which is, you know, back when I started was a pipe dream to get 4K. In fact, it only seems like a minute ago I hit 3K and I was saying thank you for that. But it was actually about 11 months ago, but it really feels like yesterday to me. So yeah, thank you to everyone who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, then please help get me up to 5K, because that'd be awesome. My main goal, my kind of slightly far off goal is 10K. I really want. I wanted to get to 10K. I've said it so many times. For so long, I've wanted to get to 10K. That's like a good number to strive for. But obviously, that's more of a long-term goal. Probably going to take me about another 3 years or so. I mean, I've been doing this 4 years and I've got 4K. So, but obviously with exponential growth, it probably won't take me. It'll probably take me about 2 years, 2.5 years to get. So yeah, it's probably going to be about 3 years or something to get 10K, something around that anyway. But yeah, so if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. We do random stuff on this channel. We do random stuff really about reselling mainly. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that you'll be able to see it on my channel page anyway, you know, it'll popped up there. So anyway, we've got a few more people dropping in. So we've got Myro in, Vinegar Jar in, we've got Monumental in, Andrew. I'll post the StreamYard link in a minute in case anyone wants to come in. Andrew might want to come in, other people might want to come in, I'm not sure, but I will post that in a sec. I'll just do a few more hellos and all the rest of it, you know. I get into this a little bit. Oh, we've got Josh in there. Hi there, Josh. We've got who else have we got? I think that's everyone. Oh no, Georgina as well. Hi there. Yeah. Andrew says, well done on 4K. Thank you very much. Richard says, congratulations on the 4K. Thank you very much. My goal is 300. Oh, yeah, you do videos, don't you, PC? Yeah, I have checked in on a couple of your videos, but I always forget that you do videos. And then Trace says, congrats. You deserve the subs plus 1 million more. Well, 1 million's a long way off for me. Yeah, a long way off. So I've got 28 people watching now, which is cool. We got Derek in there as well. Hi there, Derek. Yeah, also Jennifer says, hit that thumbs up. Yeah, get us to like 15 thumbs up or something. Half the people watch. Oh, we've got 37 watching now, not 28. Yeah, you can get us to 15. Well, you know, 15 of you, well, 14 of you, because the last I checked, we already had one. 14 of you, go and whack that thumbs up for me. So yeah, that's that. I also wanted to say, I guess I'm allowed to talk about this. I'm not going to talk about specifics, but I guess I'm allowed to talk about this because no one's telling me I can't talk about it, so I will talk about it. I got a little gift from eBay today, which is very nice. A few of us actually got a little gift from eBay. Now, I'll share with you what they are. So I have got very nice, eBay giving us a little gift. So I know a few people have got these. I've got an eBay branded notebook. It's a recycle. It's an eco one. It's an eco friendly. These are all eco friendly stuff, by the way. Just a little, you know, nice lined notebook in there. So I was pretty happy with that. I shared it on my Instagram as well. So yeah, nice little eBay branding on there. So that was cool. I got a nice little eco-friendly or partially eco-friendly. I'm not sure whether it's fully eco-friendly or not. Probably going to be a bit blurred there, but it's a nice eBay branded pen with the eBay logo there. You know, a nice little clickable kind of pen. It's a ballpoint pen. I think it's a ballpoint pen. I think that's what we call them. I'm not sure. I'm not really up on the definition. And then it's green as well, maybe to signify the eco-friendliness. I'm not sure, but that's usually what green signifies, unless it's envy. But I don't know why I'd be jealous over a pen. So I don't think it is envy, is it? So I think it's just eco-friendly. And then we have something very cool. Now this is, again, it's got eBay branded on, and it's by this company. Well, I think that's the company there, Sprout. You can't see it because it's terrible. Maybe if I actually put my hand in front, I don't know anyway, but it would work if I block my face enough. But anyway, I'm not going to do that. So it's a pencil, and you know, you sharpen it. Obviously, you don't use it like that would be insane. No, you sharpen it first and then you use it and you write down what you want to write down on, you know, dirty thoughts or whatever it may be. I don't know what people use pencils to write down. Thoughts. I don't know what thoughts people use pencils to write down, because I don't use pencils. I use pens. But whatever you use a pencil for, you know, you're writing down stuff. And then I guess this is when you're done with it, or when it's like halfway up or something. It's got some seeds in there. So this little capsule here, which is kind of made of the same material, or I guess it's the same material as pills, you know, that you swallow down and then they break away. And then you normally have the pills, they have time release, don't they? So they open in the stomach. You have those little tiny balls, and some of the balls are slightly harder than other balls. So then it takes longer for your stomach acid to actually, you know, so this has got a nice little covering here, and then you plant it in like a little planter with soil, obviously, and then you water it and put some sun. Well, you don't put sunlight on it, but you put it in a place where there is sunlight, and then it grows a flower. The pen turns into a flower. How cool is that? I've never known a pen to turn into a flower. That's incredible. It's like those things, you know, when you die. Now this is brilliant. When you die, you can actually get requested to turn into a tree. So what they do is they put you, I don't know whether you've seen this is really futuristic. They put you into this like it's almost like a fetal thing. It's like an oval type shaped thing, your dead body, and they put like loads of stuff in there with you, and your organic matter kind of obviously we're getting into ecology here, but you know, your organic matter merges with the seeds and helps grow the seeds or something. I'm not sure, something like that. And then wait, does a tree come from seeds or one seed? I don't know. However you grow a tree, you're basically merging with a tree, and then the tree grows out. So essentially, it's almost like you've become the tree, you know. I mean, you haven't, obviously, because you've not got the same consciousness and stuff. But it's a nice idea. I thought that's a very kind of lovely, organic way to be buried, you know. But anyway, so that's that. I won't digress about that. So that's my little thing. Oh, and also, did I show you that? I don't know. I don't even know whether I showed you that. But I got, and also you get this little clip here with, you know, it's a phone holder, for God's sake, a phone holder. So you hold that, and look, you can do that and everything. Woo! Look at that, it's incredible. So I got that as well. It's all eBay branded. So yeah, I was very happy with that. And I know a few people on Instagram had been sharing these and stuff that they'd got. So yeah, I can't really knock that. It's a nice little Christmas present. So yes, I'm definitely going to be using all of those, and I'm going to be intrigued about that pencil as well. See what we can do with that. See if it makes a little flower. That'll be that'd be quite funny actually. That will. Anyway, Maggie, what's Maggie? Maggie, I don't know what Maggie is. Right, let me go up the chat, see what we're up to, what everyone's up to. They're all being naughty in the chat already. No, Steve, no, never a 24, never a 24-hour stream, no way. Yeah, so it looks like everyone's just having a chat, and let me go down a bit further. You got any questions? Whack them in. I'll put the StreamYard link in a sec once I've just literally been down this chat here. It's the magic beans eBay give you to help with your sales. Possibly. I don't know. You never know, do you? You never know. We might help in some way. Right. Oh, wait. Ads is talking about his pencil, and it grows to bloom a flower. Also big and small. But, oh, God, I know. No, terrible, isn't it? And what's that, Tommy? And he is off. He coming around the corner. 3, we have ads running ramped. He isn't stopping, going hard, leaving the puck behind. Chat is going, he's left, going. No, it isn't, Tommy. I'm on it. I'm on it. I know what I'm doing. I didn't go into a full-on ramble then. Right, StreamYard link is going in, so if anyone wants to join me for a little bit, please feel free. We didn't have any guests on last week, so we may as well have some guests on this week. So yeah, if you have any more comments, questions, or queries, oh no, I'm going into pre-recorded video mode here. If you got any comments, questions, or queries, please do leave them in the comments section below. Oh my god. Anyway, no, but if you have any questions, do whack them in the question box or whatever it may be called. I'm not sure. I mean, it's called a question box. I know that Tom used to call that was actually the description box, but he used to call it the doobly-doo, and I used to think that was really funny when he did that. Talking about Tom, the English picker, of course, who was on the 12-hour stream as well, if you didn't catch, I don't know. Why am I plugging that? That's shameful. That was like 2 weeks ago. That's gone now. Everyone's seen that anyway. It was just a natural response because I knew that Tom was on that anyway. Yeah, any questions, pop them in. We're going to try and keep it a bit more eBay related today. We want to keep it a bit eBay related. So, yeah, if you got any questions, whack them in and we will have a laugh. Also, I was thinking of doing a live stream around Christmas. I don't know whether I'll do one on Christmas Day specifically, but I know that the Boxing Day is the Thursday. So I'm definitely doing Thursday talks pretty much as normal. Oh, wait, actually. No, I'll be around my grandparents on Boxing Day. I might have to do it on my phone. I might do it on my phone on Boxing Day around my grandparents, or it might be a different time on Boxing Day. But aside from that, which I think it is is it Boxing Day? Let me double check it. I'm pretty sure. Yes, it is. It's Boxing Day, the Thursday. So I will do it. It'll be at some point on the Boxing Day. I'm not promising when. I don't know, because I am around my grandma's for a lot of that day, actually. I've just realised we're there till about 8 o'clock in the evening. So, yeah, I don't know. I might do it around there on the phone. You never know. We might all get in it. I'm not sure on the live stream. But other than that, I was thinking maybe I'll do on Christmas Day or something. Or maybe I'll do on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, a live stream, something like one of these times, or maybe Christmas Eve might be a good one, because I do a little bit Christmas Eve, but I don't do loads. Might do a little bit with the family or whatever, but not a lot. So normally Christmas Eve for me is a little bit more free, so I might do something then. I'm not sure, but I do want to do something around that sort of time. But we're definitely going to have a Boxing Day Christmas, a Boxing Day Thursday talks. That's what I'm trying to say. A Boxing Day Thursday talk special thing. So yeah, that'll be interesting anyway. Right, then let me go up. I'll just see if there's anything else in the chat here. Dude, this is deep. This is deep. Oh my god, you've not followed my channel for a while. This is nowhere near deep. That's like little poppycock. That is turning human bodies into trees. That's, for me, that's nothing. That ain't. Anyway, what date is Boxing Day? What date? Date is the 26th, isn't it? Boxing Day. Why? Are you from the States, Myra, or are you in the UK? Hang on. Do they have Boxing Day in other countries, or is it just a UK thing? Oh my god, I've never even thought about that. Ooh, I wonder if that's true. I thought it's a world thing. I'm going to type it in. Let me type this in. Is Boxing Day a world thing? My brilliant Googling skills. Is Boxing Day a world thing? Boxing Day is a secular holiday celebrated the day after Christmas Day. It originated in the United Kingdom and is celebrated in a number of countries that previously formed part of the British Empire. So I guess some certain African countries, I guess possibly parts of India or something. I don't know. Australia, maybe? I don't know. Scotland, Ireland. Is this? I don't know. Canada? South Africa? Was a public holiday. Singapore, it was a public holiday. Trinidad and Tobago, it is a public holiday. Nigeria is a public holiday. Oh, wait. I don't think it says United States. While not generally observed in the United States, on 5th of December 1996, that's the year I was born, Massachusetts, Gov. William F. Weld declared 26th of December as Boxing Day in Massachusetts in response to the efforts of a local coalition of British citizens to transport the English tradition to the United States, but not as an employee holiday. So I guess only in Massachusetts. I don't know. But anyway, there's a lot of places that do seem to celebrate it other than us, but I just assumed. Yeah. Oh, right. No, Swift Seller says, I've never heard of it. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. Never heard of it. Never. Yeah. Well, all I know about boxing, I used to think it was something to do with cardboard boxes when I was younger, but apparently it's a sporting thing. So a load of sporting events and things like that are on Boxing Day over here. I think I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I believe I got told by my grandma or my mum or something when I was asking about it. So yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, why is it called Boxing Day? I think that's the reason. But I'm not 100% sure. As in boxing, yeah, you see, as in boxing up shipments or the sport of sparring off. Oh, sparring off for each other. Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was like boxing, as in boxing things up, but it isn't that. I'm pretty sure it definitely isn't that. Is that an unboxing video day? Oh, that'd be a good idea to do an unboxing on Boxing Day. Anyway, if we're not getting any blooming questions in here, whack some eBay question. We've got 59 people watching, and no one can even spare me a blooming question. Someone whack in here a blooming eBay question, will you? Blooming hell. Nope, no eBay questions. Well, I may as well go. Bye, guys. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It comes, oh, here we go. It comes from the tradition of rich giving their servants a small box of gifts the day after Christmas. Oh, right. Well, maybe it's nothing to do with Boxing Day. I don't know. Boxing the sport or sports in general. I don't know. I'll have to look into it more. While judging, the husband and wife are off work, so they stay at home, and the husband gets him the wife's box for 12 hours. What? Oh, for God's sake, Tommy, there's something weird to that. Boxing Day was traditionally a day off for servants, and the day, and the day when they received a Christmas box from that. Oh, right, well, that may be what it is then. I may be getting it wrong there. Yeah, might be what it is. eBay Flunky says, ask eBay question. We're not here to talk about work. Oh, you are here to talk about work. Everybody talks about work on my stream. I'm the only one who gets left with not talking about work, and then I have to sit here and not talk about work. And then I feel terrible because I've not talked about anything eBay related on an eBay reselling channel. But anyway, trying to sell Bing. Oh, here we go. Here's a question. Trying to sell Bing Crosby vinyls on eBay. Haven't had a lot of interest. Any advice? Well, I've sold a little bit of vinyl, but not a lot. But I mean, you just got to look at your keywords in your title. You've got to look, are you using all the characters in the title? Are you putting, is there, let's say, a Christmas Bing Crosby album in there? What is it? White Christmas or something didn't he do? If there's one of those in there, put Christmas or Christmas gift in the title as well. You just got to think of keywords. I don't know. Think of the genre of music that Bing Crosby did. What was his kind of genre? I can't really think of it now, but put that genre of music in there. Put, LP record or long playing record in there. Put, loads of different things in. Obviously, put Bing Crosby. If there's someone in the records who did the records with him, like a, what do we call it? Well, we call it feat now, don't we? But I don't think we did that back then. But Bing Crosby and this person, this artist, put the other name of the artist in there. That'll get you. That might get you a few searches. May as well put vintage in the title as well. Just make sure your keywords are packed in. Make sure that title's packed in with loads of searchable things. That means that people are going to find your item. Good thing is obviously do some nice photos, use plenty of photos, make sure you're showing the item in all of its entirety. Another option would be to rebundle the item. So let's say you've done a bundle of 6 LP records and they're not really going, then maybe rebundle them in different bundles, or maybe even a larger bundle. Or let's say more likely that you've done a really small bundle and they're not maybe selling, and therefore you do a larger bundle and maybe you get a bit more money for it and they end up selling. Because I think people, if they like an artist, they do look on eBay for bundles of maybe 6 LPs or 8 LPs or something like that. And this is why you get a lot of people doing the bigger bundles of LPs. Now, you also get people, obviously, who want a specific LP. So it might be the opposite way around. It might not be selling because there's one LP in there that most people want, but they're flicking through the search results and they're moving past yours because they're thinking, yeah, but I don't want all the others. So you've just got to try different variances of things with your listings, and possibly try promoted listings, promote them, possibly try a sale, reduce your price. All this sort of stuff goes without saying, really, especially the promoted and sale and things like that. And yeah, just see with it, and hopefully you'll be able to get a sale on those. But I mean, LPs, from my experience, that I've been selling bits and bobs of LPs. As I say, I've not sold loads, but I've sold a few. They seem to go middle time frame. I wouldn't say they go really fast unless you've got a certain one, but I wouldn't say they're really, really slow. It might take a month or two, something like that. So they're not 6 months or 3 months, 6 months, 8 months or whatever. Certain ones will be, that are just not that desirable. But they're not also really, really quick sellers unless you've got a really desirable one and your pricing is on point. Then it might go within a few days or within a day or something. But yeah, you just got to try different things, really. So that's about it. Right, let me go up the chat because I saw a question before. Oh, we got loads of. I sent you a super chat for $2.99 ads. Did it show up? I don't know. Let me go up. I don't think it did. Let me go on with Thursday Talks on here. Maybe it's not gone on. Oh, there we go. It's on here. Oh, thank you very much, Kathy. It's not showing up on what do you call it? StreamYard. I don't know why that is. What are these super stickers anyway? Oh, fist bump. I've never had a super sticker. I don't know what. That's interesting, isn't it? So yeah, so you put those little super stickers. So is there like loads of different ones you can choose from? That's cool, isn't it? Yeah, anyway, thank you for that, Kathy. I don't know why, but it's not showed up on StreamYard. There must be some glitches with StreamYard at the moment because the timer thing, as I mentioned at the start, the chat isn't working properly. So I don't know, but they seem to be quite good, StreamYard. We're actually fixing things and stuff and adding new stuff. So hopefully it'll be back on there. But I've got to watch that anyway, because obviously I don't want to miss super chats and stuff. So I will have to keep checking back on the other thing, in a little bit. How long have you been? Oh, wait. No, there's another question. Sorry, that Ashley said before that. Oh, no, maybe Ashley's. Was it Ashley who asked a question? Oh, yeah, well, no, actually, I missed that question from Swift Seller. There we are. So, how long have you been doing YouTube? I said earlier on, actually, I don't know whether you were in when I was talking about 4K subs. Been doing it 4 years. 4 years, 1 month. This month, it was the 12th of November, 2015. But also, I've had channels before that. I've had channels since 2012-ish. So, I've had about 6 channels over 7 years, around that. So yeah, around 7 years, 6 different channels. Reselling one is the most popular, although on one of my other channels, I did have a video that hit 27,000 views, but I didn't have the same amount of subs as I had with reselling. It still only had about 900 subs, that channel, whatever it was. It was around that anyway, 800-900. So yeah, reselling's kind of been the most successful and the most sustainable as well channel in terms of the growth and the production of videos and how much I'm coming out with fresh content and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, let me go down because Ashley had that question. I saw it ages ago and I've not got around to it. Do you use the seller dashboard stats? I do, but very sparingly. I mean, the only thing I really use them for, I guess you mean the graph and stuff and the percentages, and you have the percentages like at the bottom of the page as well if you scroll down. I use them, but I just look at them very briefly. I just think, oh right, that's where I'm at. That's I'm down or I'm up or whatever it may be. But that's all I really use them for. I don't really. I know there's other stats that if you actually click into them, there's loads of different stats you can see. The amount of clicks on your items or something like that. Loads of different stuff, listing impressions and all the rest of it. I'm not heavy into that. I'm not a heavy analytical thinker in that regard. I mean, I am quite an analytical mind, quite an analytical person, but with regards to eBay stats, it just doesn't really turn me on or anything, to be honest. So I don't really look into that loads, but I do, I occasionally dip in and I'll look at the sales graphs and stuff, because obviously they're there right on the front page of the seller dashboard, but it's never really been something that I look at too much. Question: what do you want for Christmas? And if you don't like it, would you sell it? The only thing I'm getting from Christmas from everyone, I've been explicitly clear with everyone, I want money. And I want money because I've got on Amazon, my Amazon, not my wish list, but my shopping list. There's two lists on Amazon. There's a wish list and my shopping list. I don't know the difference, but I put all my stuff in my shopping list. And I've got about I've said this before on video, I've got about £1,500 worth of books to buy, or that I want to buy. So, I mean, obviously I'm not going to get nowhere near 1,500 for Christmas at all. But it'll just all go towards getting books, basically. So, yeah, I need to buy those books because, as I said last week, was it? Maybe last week, there's something fairly big in the works that I'm thinking of doing next year, and I may need some books for it. So not only have I got all the books that I want, I've got other books that I may need to buy as well. So yeah, just money for books basically, and that's what I've said. There will be a couple of my friends who will get me, actual gifts, because I asked them, look, could I have money because well, I didn't actually, did I even say that? I don't think I said that, because I don't think I would have said, can I have money, to my friend. I don't know. I might have said it to Danny, but I don't think I said it to Ryan. I think I said to Danny, I'd like Amazon. No, I said I'd like Amazon gift vouchers. Don't get me a gift. I didn't outright say, oh, I want money, because that sounds a bit presumptuous, doesn't it? I don't think that sounds like something I would exactly say. But to Ryan, I think I might have said something similar to that, or I might have again said, I want Amazon vouchers or something like that. But then he turned around when I said that, whether it was that I said I want money or I want Amazon vouchers or whatever, he said, no, I'm not getting you that because it's nice to open a gift on Christmas and stuff. So I said, well, yeah, all right, then you just get me what you want, kind of thing. So he's just going to get me some random stuff, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, mainly I'm just going to get money, and I'm going to also use my top cash. So I've got about 50 quid or 60 quid in my top cash back. So I'm going to use that to fund books as well. So hopefully I can get, well, if I can get maybe about 260 quid, 200 quid off everyone, maybe a bit more. I might be able to get a bit more, but I'm just estimating. And then I get 60 quid from my top cash back. Then that's 260 quid for books. I might be able to get like 15 or 20 books of that off Amazon. So, that'd be pretty decent. And if I were to go and buy them second hand, I could probably get double that, to be honest. Or I might consider buying some second hand as well, and then really be able to get a lot more, because that would be more economical. So, yeah, that's basically all I want. Not really that exciting, to be honest. It's not like, oh, I want a new phone, or I want a new computer, or I want this, or I want the other, so... Anyway, yeah, so that's essentially that. Right, I've got to look down the old chat here. 1 second. Oh, wait, what was that there? Oh, there we go. Someone else asking a question. I'm way behind now. Right then, Myra says, would you list products while they are being shipped to you, but not yet in your possession? No way. I have seen people get burned on that. I have seen people so people were doing all this Chewbacca mask thing, and buying the Chewbacca mask. Well, some of you might not know that, because this was 2 years ago or something now, but there's a Chewbacca mask craze in the reselling world, where that woman, Candice or something was her name, I don't know. Anyway, she's over in America, and she did that video with the Chewbacca mask, right? Going like, wah, like a Wookiee or whatever it is. And it went viral, that video. I think it got millions of views. And everyone wanted these Chewbacca masks. So everyone was, all these places were selling out. So loads of resellers in this community ordered, not pre-ordered, but kind of reserved stock of these Chewbacca masks at different locations, Argos or Sainsbury's or whatever it may be. And then what we were doing is we were putting the listing on eBay before we had got the actual items. And then what we'd do is we'd go to the location, Sainsbury's or Argos or wherever, and then it turns out that they couldn't fulfill the pre-orders. So they couldn't get all of the masks that they had pre-ordered. So then they're left with customers that they've basically got to cancel the orders on, or some people, I think the majority of people manage to just about sort it and get the mask some way or another. I'm not sure. But I know quite a few people were just on the skin of the teeth really with that one. So I would never, ever. I'm just not a risk taker in that big way. That is a big way. Because if you have to cancel the orders, I mean, fair enough, you could kind of try and wangle it and message the buyer a bit and then try and select that buyer requested to cancel order option, so then you don't get a defect. But even so, you should be clicking, in kind of the, what am I trying to say? I've lost my word now. In the interest, that's it. In the interest of honesty or being truthful, you should really click the out of stock option, and therefore you get a defect. And let's say you've got to cancel that for 7 people, that puts your account basically in below standard, or certainly just above standard. If you're in top rated, it'll knock you down to above standard, but I would imagine it would knock you down right the way down to below standard. So yeah, that's dangerous, and I won't do that. So yeah, never do that. For me, I wouldn't do it. It's your own call if you want to do it, but I'm not blooming getting involved with that crap. So yeah, just not worth it. Just not worth it for me. Right, and Peter says, congrats on 4K ads. Thank you very much, Peter. I did see you in, actually. I forgot to say hi, actually. Right, Carol, I've already watched it. I think I did a bit of chat there. Oh, have I missed a question? I feel like I missed a question. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Cool. Well, okay. Now the chat's going to jump on me. Oh, here we go. Question. What's the best thing you've sold on eBay this holiday season so far? Let me check on Amazon, because I think I've had a couple of £100 sales, or close to £100 sales on Amazon. Let me just go and manage orders. One sec. I sold something yesterday that was pretty good. Oh yeah, Lego Ideas Doctor Who assembly kit for £90. You know that one that I showed in the Lego video, the ad show episode 3, series 1 episode 3. I showed that in there, and I got £90 for that one, so that was pretty decent. That was Friday. Oh no, that wasn't yesterday. That was Friday the 29th. I don't know why I'm saying yesterday. It seemed fairly recent. I don't know about that Beetle yet. Is that? Got sold quite a lot of stuff for £12 here. Some advent calendars have gone for £29. Advent. I've not in sales individually yet. I know I've been selling quite a lot on Amazon, so that's been cool. Yeah, 2/29/899. I'm just trying to see if there's anything other big on Amazon. Maybe that other Beatles set, which was gone on for £100. Maybe that's not gone yet. Don't think it has. Don't know about on eBay. We can have a check. Plenty of stuff on Amazon for £20, £25, but nothing like crazy. I think there was one item that had gone for £40 then that I saw. And then there was obviously the Doctor Who set for 90. There's a couple of nice silver plate trays that have just gone on eBay for £50, so that was pretty cool. That Hack of a Dog plush that I showed yesterday on the haul, that haul was recorded like 2 weeks ago or something. But that's gone for £35, so that's cool. I paid a £5 for that. But yeah, nothing like major big £20 sales, a lot of £25 sales. But yeah, nothing, just a fair bit of volume of those really. I'm going back, and we're on 20th of November now. Yeah, mainly just 10 to 20s, £21 there. Yeah, pretty much all 10 to 20s actually. And see if there's anything else down. Oh, £40 there. The Monera, a Jewish Monera candlestick kind of thing. £45 there, Speed Champions set. Yeah, but it's mainly just, as I normally do with Q4, it's mainly a lot of like £20, 15 to £20 items, and that's where I sit really, with the odd over £50 item, and then £30-40 item sprinkled here and there as well. And that's kind of how I've always worked really. I've worked like that for the last 2 years or so, I would say. Right, let me go up, down. Oh no, I've blooming messed up. Where am I going now? Do. Oh, where am I now? Would be getting a Kindle an option, or do you prefer physical books? I prefer physical books. I have only started reading this year, about 8 months ago or something, or yeah, about 7-8 months ago. No, 8 months ago, definitely 8 months ago now. Yeah, it was what was it? April this year, so 8 months ago. So yeah, I prefer physical books. I do. I like them, and I don't know what it is. I suppose it's like something of having my own possession of books, having my own little library of books as well. That excites me. I mean, obviously this didn't used to be a dream of mine because I didn't used to like reading at all. I've never liked reading. Never, never, never. Only more recently, as I say, I've got into it, which is really weird because it is so alien to me. Before this April, reading was completely alien to me. But I would like, when I get my own place, a little library, like a little study or something with one of them nice little leather chairs or something, like what we call Chesterfield chair or something like that. I don't know. And nice, big bookshelf on the wall, load of books on there. I would quite like that. That'd be up my street now. I mean, it didn't really used to be, but yeah, definitely. So yeah, that would be quite, yeah. So I don't think I would do the Kindle kind of thing. It wouldn't really be quite me, to be honest. What items do you find have the most profit? That's very hard to answer. In every single niche, whether it's video games, toys, electronics, antiques and collectibles, I don't know, wooden items or books or whatever it is. In every single niche, if you can get a good buying price, there's items that'll make you fantastic money. So it's not really a case of what items or what niche makes the most profit. It's really what you like, what niche you like to sell in, because that's going to give you the passion to be able to continue doing it. But also, not only that, if you can source in that niche, if you have a good sourcing technique to be able to source for the minimum price, like someone might say, oh, video games, I don't make much profit on them, because where their sourcing opportunities are fewer than someone else. But then someone else will come along and say, oh, video games, I make fantastic profit on them because I can get them from here or here or here or wherever. So again, it's subjective, and it comes down to, in that kind of vein or line of thinking, it comes down to where you're located and whether you've got, the options to be able to get the stock from the various different locations. In certain areas of the country, you will find there's certain items that are slightly easier to get your hands on. You can get your hands on pretty much anything over the entirety of the country, wherever you are. But there are certain niches that seem to flourish, or certain items that you will see more of in certain parts of the country. I mean, for me, I see... antiques and collectibles is one that's kind of very whole. So there's a lot of antiques and collectibles all up and down the country. So it's not a very good example, but I do see a lot of bric-a-brac, a lot of antiques and things like that. And so it seems pretty decent for me to source them. The other thing, speaking like slightly more narrow, I suppose, here, is I tend to find, I don't see it all the time as much anymore, but I used to see so much of this. I used to see so many electronics. I could pick them up all day long. I really could. But with times when I was going to the boot sale, I mean, I've got a video actually. I think I've entitled it "A Sony Day at the Car Boot Sale," as in Sony the brand, because I actually picked up about 4 or 5 Sony items, or 3 or 4 Sony items in one boot sale. I picked up like a couple of Discmans or whatever they're called, and a little Sony cassette thing and everything. So, and I used to pick up 2 or 3 VHS players at every car boot. Whereas if you go somewhere else in the country, there might be something else that's more available. For example, what I've noticed down south is trainers and things like that, and possibly even clothing as well, seems to be more available. I mean, there's a lot of availability of clothing up here. Trainers, not so much, but clothing, there's still quite a lot. But there's different areas of the country, so there's so many variables that you can't answer a question like that completely objectively. It's simply more of a subjective question, and based on your own skill set and how much you want to sell certain things, and how much you're willing to go out there and find these things and stuff. So it is a very, very hard one to answer that. What books are Ginge EU? I don't think I've seen your name in there. What books were you thinking of buying? Loads of books. Obviously, philosophy, a big one. Well, I've got a few psychology in there, not loads of psychology. Not comparative religion, but loads of different books from loads of different religious traditions. So therefore, obviously, it does bridge into the realm of comparative religion because I'm looking at loads of different religions, and then obviously my intentions with the knowledge of being able to see different traditions of within different religions is to then be able to compare them in kind of an act of comparative religion. I've got a few mythology books. In fact, I've got a few mythology books down there that I've just bought. Joseph Campbell, obviously, because he was like the forerunner in the 20th century for I suppose it was comparative religion and mythology, not comparative mythology and religion. Although I suppose you could say comparative mythology. I think that's a field of study. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, so obviously I've got a lot of Joseph Campbell's. I've got 3 or 4 down there. And then obviously I want to buy some more other, like more specific mythology books on Greek mythology and this and that, all the other ones. I know a little bit about mythology from school, and I don't know. I think we touched upon it very briefly in a subject, and it intrigued me, and I did a little bit of research when I was younger myself. But yeah, so that's me. And then I don't know really, but yeah, that's about it. Sort of psychology, philosophy, and philosophy is so broad. I mean, you can buy tons of books on that. I've got quite a few in my Amazon shopping basket of those very short introductions. I think they're the Oxford ones, the Oxford very short introductions to different subjects. And I find it quite nice. I've only read one of them, but I did like the one I read. It was one on Carl Jung, and I like. It's really well done. It was a nice bite-sized introduction. Obviously, since then, I've done a lot more research on analytical psychology and Jungian psychology and stuff. And it's a nice that book was a nice kind of entry, and you think, oh right, okay, I like this. I was getting into that book, and I read it to the end. I thought, oh yeah, I like this, and that was the first book I ever read to the end. I don't think I've ever read a book to the end, and that was incredible. Really, I didn't read the last little bits, the notes at the end or whatever included. What are they called, glossary or something? I'm not sure. You can tell I've not read, because you tell I'm not really big into books, or I wasn't into books, because I don't even know what they're called, the bits at the end and the bits at the front. But but now I do like them, and I'm just reading them. And so yeah, that was a good introduction, and I think they do serve a good purpose in that way. But the other thing really is the fact that they are still quite complex, those books. I know it's meant to be an introduction, but the way they are written can be sometimes a little bit complex. That one wasn't too hard of a read, but it was because I was interested in it. I can see if someone wasn't so interested in it, but they want to read it to try it out, they may find it a tougher read. So those books, let's say, there might be ones that I start reading and I think, I can't get into this. I can't really... this isn't a brilliant introduction for me, because just personally, I'm not really enjoying the subject like I thought I would be. So yeah, but from that one I read, it was really nice. It was a good little introduction. Anyway, we'll pop down the chat. I'm way down the chat, so I apologize. Ads, is anyone able to sell Lego on Amazon? Older accounts, perhaps. I'm not certain. No, not everyone is. I don't think everyone's allowed to sell Lego. I believe I was grandfathered in because I've had an account for quite a while, about 3 or 4 years. But yeah, I think 4 years now, actually. It must have been about December 2015 I opened my account. So yeah, I must have got grandfathered in, and I can still sell Lego, so that is cool. I was very scared that I wouldn't be able to, and that this Q4 would be pretty bad because I wouldn't be able to sell Lego. So that was pretty decent. It was okay. So yeah, older accounts I would say, but not the newer ones. Let me have a look. Let's have a look up here. Oh, good. I think that's, yeah, I think we're done with those. So let me go down here. I think there's just a load of chat going on in the old chat. I just Lego. When's the next meetup? I don't know. I think it is March. I want to say March, but I don't know. I'd have to ask Andrew. He was in before, but I don't know whether he's still in. But yeah, ask Andrew. He'll know. It's maybe January, February, March, that sort of time. But yeah, I am planning on going to that one. Where I don't know where it's going to be, but I'm planning on going to it. So yeah, that'll be pretty decent. So if you want to go to that one, you know, and if Andrew confirms it and everything, then yeah, please feel free. Same, Georgina, same as the Manchester one. Yeah, so there's one at I don't know whether it's confirmed whether it's at Manchester or not, but that's cool because I think there was one at Liverpool. There was one at Liverpool a while back, actually. I didn't go to it. It was about that was about 18 months ago, so quite a while anyway. But that's good, you know. Liverpool, Manchester for me, like really close. I mean, I say really close. I mean, it's not that far. It's like literally about 45 minutes away. So yeah, that's pretty decent. But I know that like if it's all the way up here, a lot of people down south aren't going to come to it, so that's a shame. But we'll see. Maybe a few people will make the trip. Right then, Peter Duvet normally was the first big one I've been to. And I think it's just loaded chat at the moment, so I'm just going to scroll down again. It was a Sony day. Oh my god, BCP is awesome. Look at that. He's actually linked to the video from God knows when, like 3 years ago or something. That is incredible. Super mod, as always. Manchester is not Kent, Andrew. Why? Where's Andrew? Oh, as he said there, come to the Manchester meetup. Oh, I thought Georgina was in America. I don't know why. I don't know why. Didn't you say, Georgina, you'd never heard of Boxing Day, or was that someone else? I don't know. I thought you had said that, and that's what made me think you were over in America. But maybe it's someone else. I don't know. Andrew will come and pick you up and take you to Manchester. Oh my god. Bloody hell. Right, let me go down. 1 sec. Oh, is it an appendix? Is that right? I thought it was something else. Pick a flipper. Hi, have you read any Nietzsche? I have literally just... you couldn't make this up. 1 second. Let me just get this. There we are. Look at this. You couldn't make this up. These just arrived about 3 days ago because I was on YouTube, and I don't know whether you know this YouTube channel. It's called the Academy of Ideas or Academy of Ideas. Now, I like that channel because what that guy does is very good at what he does but he actually takes quotations from the books of the people he is talking about, right? Now, what you get on YouTube, you can't, it's unverified, the information on YouTube, like this video is here. Whatever I say to you, it's not verified. It's like Wikipedia or whatever. Even though I do like Wikipedia, and I will defend it from most people who say, oh, well, it's not completely valid. Well, yes, okay, it isn't completely valid because, you know, of certain aspects, like, for example, anyone can change it. Well, you say anyone, you have to get X number of supporters to change it anyway, or else it just gets reverted back. But for the most part, the information that I've read on there, and then I've cross-referenced on other things, which I don't normally do. I'm not that crazy with it, but I have cross-referenced like certain things over the years, and it is sound information. And also, they do put references at the bottom of each Wikipedia page from the books or from the articles that they've taken from that are generally valid books or valid articles. Now, we could even argue from a philosophical context, well, how can you argue that a book is valid information? Because that's just someone's subjective opinion cross-referenced with other people's subjective opinions that they put in the footnotes or in the little, as a little reference at the back of the book. So really, everything's subjective anyway. And that's funny because Nietzsche, I'm pretty sure, was one of the philosophers to actually argue that everyone's kind of subjective and everything. But getting back onto this Academy of Ideas thing, okay, YouTube is not really verifiable information and stuff. So a lot of the channels you come across when they're preaching things, yeah, okay, they're probably right, 90% of the time, but you're not always certain. But this guy is really good because he puts the quotations in from these books that I've got here, and he says, this is exactly what he said, and he reads it off the screen for you. He reads the quotation. So you're fairly safe. Okay, you might have got the quotation slightly wrong, but that's just human error and stuff. And I'm sure he hasn't anyway. But that's the only kind of unverifiable bit really of that. So I love that YouTube channel. And what I use it for is not gaining tons of knowledge. I use it for kind of looking into things. So, oh, right, I like Carl Jung, let's say. Oh, I'll just watch this video from Academy of Ideas. I see a few of his quotations. I see a bit of his work. And I think, right, I'm going to get some proper books on Carl Jung now. Or Nietzsche, or this or that or whatever. I'll look at that video and think, oh, that's interesting, and then I buy the book. So I bought these arrived this week. So this is Frederick, I think it's Frederick. I don't know how to pronounce it. Took me forever to learn how to pronounce Nietzsche. I thought it was Nightchas or something, Nightchas or whatever. I don't know, but it's Nietzsche. It is actually Nietzsche. And I got it wrong for you. I don't care. There's not really any right way to pronounce things. It's just people's subjective opinion and saying, oh, those words strung together in that particular way, we're going to pronounce in this way. That, again, that's subjective. Everything's subjective, you see? Right, this, England, how do I know how to pronounce that? It's only because someone else has had the subjective idea when they've strung those letters together to make that word and said, we're going to pronounce that England. That could be pronounced Angalung or whatever. It's just someone's subjective opinion. Don't get absorbed by society, people. Nothing is what you believe. Words angry philosopher there. But anyway, so Nietzsche. This is Echo Home. I think this was like an autobiography thing, possibly. I'm not sure. Anyway, I think this might have been. But as I say, I don't know much about him. I'm just literally looking in. And then Nietzsche, The Will to Power, which is one of his kind of famous works. We've got Thus Spoke Zarathustra, and I always keep getting the pronunciation right on that one. Nietzsche, Thus Spoke Zarathustra. And then Beyond Good and Evil, which is one I really want to read. I might read this one first, but God, I've got too many books and too little time. I wish I could get funded for my life to read books. That'd be brilliant, because then I could read, or I could get so much knowledge. Imagine if I have kids, and hopefully they are interested in books, I'm just gonna literally earn enough money in my life so then I can fund them and they can read books for all most of the day, because they'll probably be interested in it anyway. And then they could get a ton of knowledge. They could be 50 and be 10 people, because they've literally read so many books and they've had the time to do that. I don't have the time to spend more than an hour a day. I mean, I could probably push an hour or an hour and a half a day. I don't do, because I'm too busy doing other things or doing other bits and bobs. Or sometimes I indulge in the pleasure of watching TV over reading. And, I think, if I could just get a way of streamlining my income so then I could spend more time reading, that'd be brilliant. That'd be brilliant. But then we've got the argument of, well, isn't that just living your life just to read more books, just to go on reading more books kind of things, which would be the argument Alan Watts would make, of course. But anyway, that's that. So, it's funny you actually said that anyway. But I do like Nietzsche, and I do like a lot. I've looked a little bit, very, 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 very briefly into his psychological kind of side, because he was a very good introspector, someone who looks inside their own mind and stuff. And I do agree with psychology as well, because it's based, Jung based certain ideas of his on Nietzsche, on the work that Nietzsche did. So within psychology, of course. And Nietzsche was the first person to proclaim that he's kind of the first psychologist, the first true psychologist, because, of course, prior to him, there wasn't really psychologists. I mean, we could argue in the realm of the spiritual tradition that the chakras and things like that are ancient psychology, but they weren't branded as such. They weren't branded as psychology. And so, therefore, he could very well have been the first psychologist in one regard. And then Freud and Adler and Jung and, people like that kind of came from him. I'm not really big into Freud. I can see a lot of the things, he gave a very, very valuable contribution to psychology. And I can see some of the things that, oh yeah, that I can see that, I can see bits and bobs. But, for me, I'm more of a Jungian. I always will be, because that has ties to the spiritual. And you could also argue it kind of has ties to sort of transpersonal psychology and stuff like that. And that's always going to be where my heart lies. For someone else, they would say, oh no, well, that's just parapsychology, or what else would be called pseudoscience or whatever. But that, that's their opinion. That's okay. So yeah, but that's that anyway. But I would argue till the cows come home with that person. I'd say, try and get different arguments around it to formulate some sort of structure. Anyway, so let me get back on with the questions, because I've got a few more questions here. So we've got Lainey Hill. Is it Lainey Hill? Leanne. Sorry, Leanne. Who's Lainey Hill? Someone's Lainey Hill. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, Leanne Hill. Could a few resellers car share for any future meetups? It might help those who have any anxiety, so that they could at least get to know a few people en route. Possibility that people will car share. I don't know. Yeah, possibility. I know Andrew, was it Andrew and Steve and Payne Brothers or something? They car share one time for an event, or was it Steve and Andrew or something? I'm not sure. There have been people who've car shared before, so yeah, I mean, if everyone's up for it, then people could car share, couldn't we? Oh my God, it's 11th of January for Wrexham. Wow, we're cool. I will probably come to that Wrexham one, and I'll probably come to, if I'm all right at the Wrexham one, if I'm feeling good, I'm not feeling too anxious and everything, then I'll definitely come to the Manchester one as well. But Wrexham's, I think, isn't Wrexham closer to me than Manchester? I don't even know. It might be, but that's cool. Right then, let me have a look. Boo-doo-doo-doo-boo-doo-doo. Scooby-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo. Smooba-doo-boo-choo. Sorry, I'm just looking down the chat. Evening all, Goat Jazz. Oh, I've not seen Goat Jazz in for a while, I don't think. Possibly not, I'm not sure. Georgina says definitely not American. Oh, I don't know why I assumed that you were. Well, I guess it was that Boxing Day thing, but it might not have been you who said that. So, right then. I'm thinking I'm missing a question here. Where am I? Yes, I'm just helping. No, I'm just helping. Did I miss much? Oh, you missed a bit, I suppose. A little bit. Paradox Picker adds, have you ever been drunk? I'd love to have a conversation with you when you're proper drunk. Well, my kind of foray into drink and drugs was when I was younger, and I'm not really that kind of person anymore. But yes, I have drunk. I've done some naughty other things as well. But yeah, I used to hang out with a crowd who was a little bit rebelly, was a little bit outlaw kind of thing there. I remember one time we were all sat on this skate park and someone had some drugs behind them. It was quite funny, actually. Someone had some drugs behind them, and there was a PCSO, police community support officer, coming forward, and you could clearly smell these drugs like proper. Anyway, so he comes forward to you, and we're just having a conversation. He knows we've got, Anyway, so he knows that, and then he just walks away. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, he's a lovely guy, Phil. Really lovely. He was a nice guy. And, he just walks away. And then it was about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night on a Friday night on the skate park. It was bloody brilliant. Skin tight jeans and all the really hipster clothing. I wore a beanie and everything. Oh my God, they were good times. Anyway, so, no, I used to do that. And I used to hang around that crowd and stuff, and I got into scrapes and stuff, and being drunk and going on the park when you're drunk at about 16, 17 and just, proper, bloody... Oh God, those were days, weren't they? Those were the days. And running away from security guards and police officers. Oh my God, they were the days. But I'm a changed man now. I'm older, I'm more wise. I'm a respected member of the community. Anyway, no, not really, no. But I am a bit wiser, but I'm not a respected member of the community, of any community. But yeah, so. Yeah, so I did drink. I did drink quite a lot. I remember doing vodka shots and all the rest of it. And I remember one night, actually, I was around a friend's house. We were having a house party. I did loads of house parties. I did house parties around here, and my mum and dad got way mad. And did house parties around my friends and went to a load of other people's houses for house parties. And we do like tent nights as well. So there was about 3 or 4 times that we went out, just randomly pitched up the tent, like in some random woods, and just get like alcohol and stuff. And oh my God, it's sick. It was absolute sick. Sick is good, by the way. Because I'm regressing. I'm regressing back to that kind of rebel now, aren't I? But no, so we did that, and I remember. Oh God, I can't even say some of this stuff on YouTube. I shouldn't say it. I'm not going to say it anyway. But just no, it was bloody. It was mental. Anyway, so I remember one house party that I had. Like 3 or 4 people were sick. I think it was 3 people who were sick. Crazy. But yeah, I used to do it, but I wouldn't really hit the spirits too hard. I didn't like the spirits. To be tell you the truth, the vodka and stuff, it burned on the way down. I never liked it. But the cider and the beer and all the rest of it. And then when we were 18, when we could officially drink, oh God. When we were 18, we'd go around with pubs and the clubs. I never liked clubs. I've always been quite vocal on that fact. But I did like the pubs, and we used to go around the pubs and stuff, and we were, drinking. I remember my first pint, it wasn't a beer, it was a Guinness. I thought, I'm going to be different because everyone else has beer for their first pint. I don't want beer, I want Guinness. Let's have a Guinness. I didn't have blackcurrant in it, unfortunately. But no, I did have a Guinness, and yeah, but you do wild stuff when you're young. You got to do this stuff. This is what life's about. If you don't, when they're 17 or something, just pretty pissed or a little bit pissed, I'd kind of be disappointed. I really would, because it's in those mistakes that you learn. You really do. I mean, you learn your limits for one. I wasn't very good at learning my limits, but I learned them eventually. Yeah, I was sick far too many times. But anyway, yeah, but it is in those experiences you learn. So you can't bloody harm them for it. It's just kids. Boys will be boys, kids will be kids, kind of thing. I mean, the drug side of things, I would say for my kids, don't do that, because I wouldn't have. It wasn't good that I did that. But the drink, go for it a bit. Don't be such a blooming monkey in suit or whatever. But anyway, so that's that. We'll go down. Ads literally just got the notification. It's okay, because you just popped in just after I was done talking about drink and drugs. So yeah, good. I'm glad you didn't hear all about that. Anyway, I used to brilliant. Nietzsche's books are great. 12 years ago, I read him for a laugh. Beyond Good and Evil is better. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking Beyond Good and Evil. Yeah, I didn't know whether he would have much humor or not, but it's interesting to think that he might do there. So that's cool. Anyway, Beyond Good and Evil is good, but it isn't smooth and easy to read. Well, that's what I opened that before, you see, and there's a lot of words in here. There's like loads of. I mean, the print is crazy. I mean, look at that. That is tight print, that. And I'm like, oh God, so I'm not sure. But anyway, it'd be interesting. But it's brilliant mind from what I've read. So I know he went mad for his last 12 years of his life, 11 years of his life. He went mad. But I can see why he went mad, because I'm a bit of a character. I feel a connection with Nietzsche because I can see his ideas. It's the same with Jung as well. I can see his idea. Obviously, I'm not saying I'm as great as those people. They were brilliant, brilliant people. And if I can do half of what they did in their lives, I'll be more than happy. But I can see what I'm trying to say is I have somewhat of a similar mental structure. I can see what some of the things that they saw. And so, yeah, I can kind of see why it may have been that Nietzsche just fell into madness, and especially with looking into your own psychology and stuff so much that he did. It's a wild west up in here, in everyone's minds. Even those who deny the fact that it's a wild west up here are not conscious of the entirety of the darkness that lives inside the mind. But I know, bloody hell, there's a lot of darkness up here. There's a lot of darkness, but it's because of me knowing that, and me being able to understand the dark side of myself, the shadow, as Jung called it. I can be more contented and be more happy with my actual self, because it's also about kind of not not letting that shadow overpower you, you know, looking into it, seeing that there is evil there, but using it to integrate yourself, as Jung said in his process of individuation, and therefore you become kinder and lighter and nicer, and you become more feminine as well in the integration with the anima, you know, and things like that. Integration of the anima wasn't really hard for me because I've always had a feminine side from events that I will not talk about, but just know that I was able to integrate my anima very easily. My animus is a thing that I suffer with. I don't believe I've integrated my animus yet, which is really weird because I'm a man. But it's hard to fathom. You can't see directly in the psyche whether you have or you haven't. Even in dream interpretation, it's very hard to know whether you have integrated both the anima and animus, or whether you haven't. It's so hard. I always say to myself, I wish that there was a dream where I could just go into the dream and it literally, my anima would be stood there in female form, and then possibly a collection of boys who represent, or guys who represent my animus would be stood there, and then the mana figure would be behind them, and they all just say, yes, I'm integrated, yes, I'm integrated, oh yes, I'm the mana figure, I'm the mana archetype, I'm integrated, we're a holistic individual now. I wish they just said that in my dreams. It's not that simple. It's so hard to interpret dreams. Interpret. I always say interpret. But yeah, if you're anyone doing dream interpretation, God help you, because it's hard. It is. You know, it becomes easier because you can look at the archetypes, and then you can say, oh well, that's the innocent child, that's the explorer, that's the outlaw, that's the this, that's the hero, that's the shadow, or you know all those kind of things. Or you can say, well, oh, that's the shadow side of the animus, or oh, that's the Joker mixed with the hero, or oh, that's the Joker mixed with the animus. Because what we've got to understand as well is the gradients of archetypes. The archetypes, as Jung pointed out, kind of bleed into one another, and there's all these infinite number of archetypes that are percentiles or percentages of the different archetypes kind of blended in together. So, for example, in one dream I had, there was a guy, there was basically a couple of guys, there was a group of guys, but there was this one guy in particular. They were all forming my animus, of course, but this one guy was had traits of the Joker archetype as well. So he was my animus, but with traits of the Joker, which of course goes along with me because I actually, one of my self archetypes, or possibly my persona types, is the Joker, or well, I should say the Jester, because Jung, called it the Jester, but it doesn't really matter whether you say Jester or Joker. But yeah, so one of myself, or possibly my persona archetype, is the Joker. So it would go hand in hand that the animus would also relate to the Joker slightly in such a way. But yeah, so it's hard. But once you get into it, once you learn more about it, I mean, the thing I would say with analytical psychology or Jungian psychology is practice. Don't like, yeah, okay, read up on it and everything, but don't just read up on it. This is what no Jungians do anymore. Like, this is so funny. Like, there's loads of Jungians out. Okay, maybe like the more what do you call them? Like the more experienced Jungians do this, but the the new Jungians coming through, or possibly like the less experienced Jungians, they don't look inside themselves. They don't look like they're like really inside themselves. In fact, actually, the young some analytical psychological training over in Switzerland, they actually have a requirement that you do 300 hours minimum personal introspection. So that's good, because you need that. 300 hours is way too little. You don't want to do that. You want to do like continuous introspection, like forever and ever. I do about an hour. I mean, obviously, I don't do it every day, and there's I also have breaks in my introspection, because as Jung pointed out, every introspector, every person who wants to look inside themselves, is overwhelmed, and then we need to take breaks. We can never do it constantly. So I actually take breaks of weeks. I actually just don't introspect for 2, 3, 4 weeks, so that then I can replenish my energy and do it again, and don't get burnt out with it, and don't get overwhelmed by the unconscious contents. But essentially, you need to be like constantly. So I say I do it for about an hour a day. Like today, I had a brilliant collective dream last night, absolutely brilliant. Such a variety of characters in there, such a variety of people. Obviously, for me, it's about fully entering into the adult stage of life because I'm still living with my parents. So the dreams center around that, and there's very, very heavy focus on that. You can generally see my anima and my animus in there as well. You can see my mother in there, usually depicting the terrible mother, because obviously zapping the strength of the hero, which obviously my hero archetype wants to get out of this house, wants to actually explore the world as well, and also the explorer comes into that, the archetype of the explorer. But yeah, so she's kind of zapping my strength in the dreams and things like that. And then you've also got the innocent child, which represents safety or security, or some people call it the innocent actually, but I like calling it the innocent child because that works more for me with what I can see. But yeah, you've got that as well. So that represents the safety and security of my home and my life that I have now, and my egoic intentions as well, and all that sort of stuff. And so you need to be looking constantly. This is what Nietzsche did. This is what Jung did. This is what all these people did. They sacrificed so much time for the exploration of philosophy and psychology. You do not advance a race of people. You do not advance a species by simply sitting on your laurels, sitting here, oh yeah, and so many people have said this before me, whether it's the new age kind of law of attraction guys like Gary Vee or Tony Robbins or whatever it is, or whether it's the very, very old philosophers or psychologists or whatever. They used to say this. It's just different sort of ways. In our 21st century world of technology and everything, the way in which these guys who are communicating this knowledge to us has changed, and has changed form, and has changed attitude. But they're all saying the same thing, essentially, to be able to get out there, to be able to actually advance humanity and provide value to the world, you have to sacrifice something. And that is generally your time and your whatever it is you're doing. You need to absorb yourself into that subject. And so that's what I do. I remember the moment I actually committed myself to philosophy and psychology, and I broke down in tears because I knew that this is what I am going to do. I don't care whether it's on a formal setting or whether it's in an informal setting. This is what I'm going to do, even if I have to pave my own path through it. I give myself wholly to those subjects because they're bigger than myself. And me committing myself to those subjects allows me to help humanity, help something bigger than myself, not just me. And that right there is where you get your meaning in life. And so many philosophers have said this. Again, I'm just echoing. I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, like some great person once said. I forgot the name of that great person. Someone will tell me. But I think it wasn't it Newton or Einstein. I don't know. Someone like that. Anyway, I think it was a scientist who said that. Anyway, but that's all I'm doing. Because it's all the same information, it's just different people saying it, and possibly over the centuries, so through all these different people, they just add to it in little ways slowly, and then other people come forward and just add a subtle little thing to it. That's all that happens here, really. But it gives you meaning, actually committing yourself to something that is beyond yourself, committing your life, the very soul inside you. Whether you believe in a soul or not, it doesn't matter. I'm just using that as an expression. But committing the very core of your being, everything you are, to something that you have incredible love and passion for, that gives you meaning. And with meaning comes a happy life as well. And this is something that Nietzsche believes. I'm pretty sure it was Nietzsche who mentioned about how a meaningful life best you can ever strive for. And I really do agree with that. I don't agree with the way he said it. He said that a meaningful life is I think he mentioned it's even better than, let's say, a happy life and stuff like that. I actually have an opposing view. So I actually think that, yes, a meaningful life is the best you can get, but don't ignore your own happiness. There's got to be some level of your own happiness. But what happens generally, or don't ignore your humanity, don't just completely go into an aesthetic lifestyle just for the pursuit of a subject. So take into consideration your own humanity as a person, but also absorb yourself in that meaning of the subject and the thing that you've done. But that's just my philosophical stance at the moment. It may be subject to change, or it will be subject to change, and also it's going to be subject to other people debating with me and forming their conclusions, and then us being able to get together and think, oh, actually, I want to take a few of your ideas, if that's okay, and you can take a few of these ideas, and then we grow and we gain a different philosophy from that, you know, from both of our ideas. But anyway, that's that. I'm going off on one again, aren't I? I'm going off on one. This is ruining my image of you. I'm so sorry, Georgina. I'm not a good little boy. I'm not going to be a good little boy for anyone. I'm very sorry. Where do you think Bads comes from? That's a guy inside my head. He is a person. With Bads is my shadow, is my dark side. But he's not all my dark side, because the dark side, as Jung said, it has roots down to hell. And really, if you look inside that dark side of yourself, you will see some crazy bad stuff inside there. And you have to be careful, because it can really like send you down. It can send you like really kind of, this is what, you know, people like Hitler and stuff like that did. They let their shadow take over them. That element of power, greed, want, you know, all that sort of stuff. It took over them. They let it willingly. And they're very intelligent, because they know how the shadow works and how they can manipulate people with it, and how they can subtly affect other people's psychology by kind of almost enticing that shadow out of others without them really fully knowing it. And they're very, 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 very manipulative and stuff. So anyway, I don't know what to say, but yeah, Bads. So Bads is a refined sort of kind of version of my shadow in, you know, human form. And it's actually funny, because before I ever learned about Jungian or analytical psychology, which is really weird, this is, my psyche had created my shadow in a personalized archetype that formed in reality. And by the way, this was the prelude to my shadow becoming more integrated with myself, my holistic personality, because in my ability to see Bads as a refined of my shadow in real life, I was able to start to know the shadow, get to know this evil side of myself, and then be able to kind of just soften it and just be more integrated with it, and also allow an acceptance with it, and not be used by it, and not like manipulate people, and not do any of these kind of things. So yeah, that was kind of bad. So that's what it is. So that's kind of where that comes through, you know, that's bad, is that shadow. I'm sure a lot of people know that, not maybe to the extent of what it meant in analytical psychology, but you know, certain bits of that. Anyway, Andrew's here, so let's talk to Andrew. Here we go. Here he is.
Hello.
Stop me rambling.
Yeah, how are you?
I am very good.
I look like I've got this is ridiculous. How you doing anyway? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just rambling about Jungian psychology as always, or something, it's philosophy or whatever.
Yeah, I thought I'd come and say hello while you were doing that. I've just been busy taking pictures while listening to you.
So how many pictures have you got then?
Well, I've just listed about six football shirts.
You've listed 6 foot.
Yeah, while I was listening to you, so that's my personal best in an hour.
Do you get a lot listed when they're listening to me? I don't know.
I think some people do. They like to listen on the background. It's just I always get sucked into the chat when I'm doing stuff, so I never get much done. But I've been trying to stay out of the chat a bit this time until I was called upon.
In and out. Laney said,
"What's new with ads then?"
One sec, I'll just say this very quickly, and then I'll stop me rant. Right? Is Bads like your flaws in any way? He is essentially a part of the shadow side of the animus in psychological terms. So the animus is the masculine side of the personality, both conscious and unconscious, really. And so what he is he's kind of that kind of, it's almost as well the shadow side of the lover archetype. So he is that kind of shadow side, that kind of very overbearing male attitude, that sexual kind of drive, that libido, and he's got a bit of evil in his eyes, kind of thing. So that's kind of what Bads is. Anyway, you can go now. What was that? What's new with me?
Yeah. What have you been up to this week? Fill us in on your activities. I've seen you've had some good charity shop hauls. 2 days in a row you struck, didn't you?
No, well, that was just, I think we recorded weeks ago. I'm ahead of the game, you know what I'm like. But yeah, I did a couple of charity shop hauls. What did I do? I did a bit of listing. Again, not as much as I should do. What else did I do? There was something I did this week that I forgot. You know how it is, you forget these things, don't you? Let me check on my to-do list.
All right.
I've done whole video, I've done some reading, I did some listing, I uploaded loads of videos. That was what I did this week. I uploaded 4 or 5 videos. I did a load of editing as well, possibly on Monday. I edited it was Sunday. I edited about 4 videos on Sunday. So yeah, that was cool. But that's about it. I don't think I've really done much else, to be honest. Yeah.
How's your December sales going then? I did my best ever week last week. I did 950 quid.
Last week was pretty good. I did about, I think on Thursday Shorts, I did about 600-700 on Amazon.
That's amazing.
And I did, I don't know, not a lot on eBay. Probably I've not been listing on eBay as much as I should. I guess probably about 400 or 500 quid on eBay, not a lot. So yeah, probably 1,100 or something. But I know it sounds good, but in comparison to last year, I would say it's a bit lower, a little bit lower. So yeah.
I'm doing better than last year because I've got twice as much stuff listed, but I'm not doing twice as better. I think a lot of people think that just because you've got twice as much stuff, you'll sell twice as much, but that's not the reality of it.
No,
at all. You'll sell better, but you still won't sell huge amounts.
I think it was when I was at about 1,200 listings or something. I think I was doing better when I had 600 listings compared to 1,200. Like what? So yeah, it doesn't necessarily translate.
Right. A lot of things come into it, you know. How on demand. I mean, I'm finally selling my Q4 stuff that I listed in October, like the puzzles, the games, etc., going out now. But November, it was none of the stuff I expected to sell.
Yeah.
But, it's only this last sort of week or two that they've been flying out. So now I'm putting digital cameras on and football shirts.
Oh, nice. Digital cameras. I've not done cameras in ages. I had a few hauls of cameras from the auctions, you know.
I used to snipe them off eBay. And then just really, you know, when they turned up, test them out, make sure they're working, and then relist them. But I've not done cameras for ages myself. But I found about 3 or 4 I must have sniped and then forgotten about. So I'm just putting them on. Including I've got an old Sony camera here, but it's only I picked it up. I must have bought it because one had sold for 55 quid, but I've obviously not looked properly at the one that had sold because that was a new one. This is not new, so I'm going to try it for 30 and see what happens.
Yeah.
I think it only cost me 6 quid anyway, so.
What ads coffee cup say? It's my Doctor Who one. You've probably seen it.
Oh, nice.
Time and what? Dimension in space. Or is it Dimension? Oh, I thought it was Dimensions. Oh, God.
I always thought it was Dimensions as well. Maybe there's a printing error on your mug.
No, I don't know. It's weird though, isn't it? Times, you know what I like? That Peter Capaldi speech where he says, "TARDIS, it means life." I like that one.
Your mug's wrong. It's Dimensions.
Is it?
Yeah, it is Dimensions. I've just
That's
googled
an official mug. That is an official mug.
Send it back. Complain.
Oh my God.
I want to know what Georgina gets up to on park benches. She was saying that she's had some fun times on park benches in the past.
Oh, you know, I was just remembered who got me this mug. I think this was off Darren. You know, Darren Smart for Christmas last year.
Yeah. I met Darren in the flesh on Saturday.
Oh, did you? I still need. I've known him for 4.5 years, and I'm not met up with him yet. We've always had kind of plans, but nothing's ever. We had plans around when he was moving, but then he was moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to kind of meet up with him.
He was saying to me at breakfast on the Sunday that he was hoping to meet up with you soon.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he will be. There's some KLC things turned up.
Oh, it's been a right party tonight. You learned so much about my old drinking days and stuff. Did you listen to that, Andrew?
I did indeed, yeah.
Oh, God, that was funny. Some things I shouldn't say on YouTube, but still do anyway, which is terrible.
Craig's asking Louise if she's coming to Wrexham meet. You got about as much chance of seeing Craig at Louise at the Wrexham meetup as you ever seeing me turn up naked having seen me turn up in a mankini, Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Not think it'll happen. It's too far for her. Right. Sorry, digital stuff. So how much have you been listing this week then? Go on. How much have you put on?
Do you want to be actually honest with you? Because you're not going to like the answer. Yeah?
Go on.
You're busy messaging. Look at him messaging all the blooming women.
Well, keep messaging me.
It is as well, isn't it? It actually is. Oh my God. Anyway, 6 is all I've lit. No, wait. No, I might be lying. It might have been 16. I think I did someone. Yeah, but Sunday doesn't count, does it?
No, Sunday doesn't count. That's last week.
There we go. 6.
You've got to do better than this, ads.
No, I know. I've
done more than that just today. Just in the last hour.
Yeah, I used to do loads, but now I do hardly any. I got that haul the other day, those comic and stuff. So
some good stuff there.
So I've got plenty to list with it. Well, I've got a little bit. It's probably only going to last me a few days, really. There's only about 20 items there. So,
do you have much of a backlog?
No, I need to go in New Year. I've got an auction planned for the New Year, so yeah, I need to go and get plenty of stuff. My granddad has a big what is it called? A big is it Sprinter? I always want to say Spiritor, but it's Sprinter, isn't it? The van, Mercedes.
Yeah,
but he has one of them big, like huge. It's an old DHL van.
Oh yeah.
And so what I've done in the past is we've gone to auctions, and collected. So it means that when I go to this next auction, might be late December or early Jan. I guess it'll be early Jan. Actually, you probably won't do one in late December. But when I go to that, I can just fill up. Literally, I can get as much as I want because I've got the entire van if I want. So long as it's decent prices. So really, in one auction, although I've not got a huge backlog now, in one auction I could have a pretty decent backlog. So it's not too bad.
Get as much as you can.
But a good thing is it is a toys and games sale, which is cool because I need some more toys and games because the antiques are getting a bit slow for me and stuff. So I need some more toys and games.
I've no idea what's slow for me and what isn't anymore. Just everything just seems to go randomly. I've had stuff now going I've had listed for months with no interest, so I'm happy. See it go. I'm good, but I've no idea what's going quickly and what isn't because I'm doing sell similar on stuff as it's coming up to 2 months ending now. So the fact that I've relisted it and put it back on and it's sold quickly after that, does that make a difference? I've no idea.
Yeah. My granddad has a big what's that? KLC. What is going on? Hey, no one else is on tonight, are they?
George is on at 9 p.m. interviewing Sahir.
Okay, cool. There's normally someone on him at 8:30 or 9.
I noticed that people were saying to George, when are you going to interview that Money Mental guy? George's reply was never. I'd like to remind people I've already been on George's channel more than onse.
Have you? When? Oh, on one of his listings.
When we was doing Seller Lads.
Is that still going now or not?
Probably do a Christmas special Q4 and review.
Cool.
I want to do it during the day because we used to do evening ones tonight. So I'm thinking either Friday the 20th or Monday the 23rd.
Oh, cool! Yeah,
the daytime stream. But I'll be in touch when I've had a chance to think about it. I've got too much drinking between now and then to do.
Okay, too much drink.
I've got to do 10 pubs tomorrow and then an office Christmas party. So, and then I've got to do a weekend in London with my nephew. Like,
Right. Why have you got to do 10 pubs?
so tradition. Me and the lads, we get together, we do 10 pubs, and then we turn up at the office Christmas party.
So
make
a pint in each one.
So at least a pint in each one, sometimes 2.
God, I'd be dead. You know, on the vein of alcohol, once I got drunk off 1 beer. Literally 1 beer. And I'm not talking like a full pint. It was one of them little stubby German beers, you know, one of them little stubby ones. And I got drunk off that. So yeah, I'm terrible with alcohol. I can't do it. I've not drank for 4.5 years now. So I would be literally half a pint, 1 sip, and I'd be gone.
I never drink. I saw a video footage of me on Peter Ray's hitching meetup vlog, and I was like, sat there and I thought, Christ, I look in the right state there. But anyone who's watched my 2:20 in the morning live stream, well, I'm sure will attest that I was completely sober.
Wait, George has done a vlog on hitching. I didn't see that.
Not Peter Ray.
Oh, Peter. I thought you said George then. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. I think I did click on it for a minute, but I've not watched much of it. Also, I want to know when Louise is doing her 19 questions thing. And you know the only reason I want to know, don't you, is because I want to be tagged in it. So I can do mine.
Do you want me to tag you in mine? I've got to do mine.
Are you doing yours?
Yeah, I've been nominated by Cliff Boomjock.
Cool, yeah. Someone tag me. I'm getting antsy.
But I've not had a chance to watch any of the ones that have already been done yet. I've been focusing on drinking and eBay. So
it's going wild. There's loads that have done it. There's loads. It's all over the US, isn't it? And now it's in Australia as well. So there's too many channels to go around and see them all.
I'm going to see. I'm going to see how many. You know, is there only 3 people you've got to nominate? Because I'm not stopping at 3. I'm going to nominate at least a dozen. Nominate 19. I'm going to nominate 19 people for 19 questions.
19 people. Oh my god. Yeah, but it's meant to goes round the people, not just everyone at once.
Yeah, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it viral. It's going to go to everyone. There's going to be no slow with me.
Oh my god.
And it's got to be 20 questions as well. I'm doing 20. I don't like 19.
You can hijack it and do whatever you want.
Pretty much. Such
a beg ads. I know, I am, but I'm just honest. I want to do it. I'm ready for. As soon as Tracy did it, I thought, oh yeah, someone's gonna tag me. It's okay. And then about 3 days went by, someone's video popped up. Oh, they might tag me. Oh no, they didn't. Oh right, a few days went past. Oh, they've done one. Oh right, they might tag. Oh no, and then another one, and I'm going over about 5 different channels. No one's tagging me. I'm like, no, I want to go. I want to do it. I want to do it. I'll tag video.
I'll nominate. Yeah, I don't know Cliff. Who else Cliff nominated? I need to watch the videos. I just need to get this weekend out of the way, and then I can watch some stuff on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm way behind on YouTube. It's a good thing that Louise doesn't make videos anymore because I'd have no chance to watch any of them if she did.
Russians to get all your security. Oh my god! 19 questions is probably just a sneak ploy by Russians to get all your security.
Can we take a spanner off her so I can put her in timeout?
No, I'm not taking a spanner off someone. You give
a spanner off her so I can put her in timeout.
Right, there's an unspoken rule of YouTube. You can give a spanner, but you can't take it away unless something bad's happened with the person, like a troll or something. That's the only reason.
She's a troll. She's trolling me.
Not trolling you. She's not trolling you.
Daily basis, I get trolled on so many social media platforms by it. I don't know how she finds time to list anything.
I've not got many people as moderators here. There's loads of people here. It should be mods. I'm going to have to add some more people as mods. Are you a mod? You're a mod, aren't you?
Yeah. Of course.
Cool. I'm going to say I'm missing out on people being mods here. I'm going to go up the chat and just have a quick do of the mod. Oh, Yasmin should be a mod. Why isn't she a mod? There we go. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, Lucy's not a mod. Lucy's Lucy should be a mod. Right, okay.
Lucy,
Everyone should be a mod.
Lucy's always the first person to join a live stream as well.
Yeah. She was first today.
That does not surprise me. I don't even know how Lucy manages.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Stu can have a spanner. There you go.
Oh, you're the biggest troll in the world, a spanner.
Well, no, he's not a troll. He's all right. He's fine. He loves to laugh, that's all.
Look at this now.
What?
Look at Louise's comments that you can't be allowing this to happen on your channel, lads. She's
right, no, I'm going to hide that comment, but I can't hide it. Oh, is it just remove?
That's it, Louise. I'm going to get you banned.
No, I can't click remove because it might remove her person. I don't know. Oh, no, I'm not clicking remove. Oh, I'm such a wimp when it comes to... I can't do it. I feel terrible. I'm like there going, oh, no, what if it removes? Oh, my God. Yeah, all right, okay, sorry. I thought it was Yasmin. I'm sure I said Yasmin and then you said it was Yasmin. Okay, it's
Jasmine.
All right. Well, why does everyone say... Someone said to me one time, it is Yasmin. It can be pronounced Jasmine. See, I'm looking like a fool now.
Yeah, but she's got a J, so it's Jasmine.
Right, Jasmine. Right, I know that from Future. I know that. Tommy should be. Yeah, I know Tom. I've already given Tommy one, actually. He's just... I don't think he's made a comment since... Oh, there we go. Yeah, he's made a comment there.
Here's a troll in America, I've heard. Hairbrushes are overrated.
You know what? It's annoying my hair. My hair always goes like crazy, and it takes forever to get in the way I want it, See what I mean? It's like, it goes crazy. I have to have gel, and then it's pretty cool, But...
Yeah, I can't be asked doing basically anything.
What?
I might have a shave for tomorrow. I might not. I don't know. So let's have a vote in the chat. Should I have a shave before I go and hit the pubs tomorrow, or should I turn up obviously with my hairbrush, but like this?
What's that rooster in Chicken Run? The really handsome debonair one, the hero guy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Look at my hair now. It looks a bit like... I'm sure he has his hair like that. I'm not sure. But yeah. But yeah, that's interesting. I won't go into it, but if you look at movies, you can actually see the Jungian archetypes as well. The hero, the hero, that rooster guy is the hero.
I know what you mean.
And then the woman, I think it's a woman. It's a woman who runs that play. Yeah, isn't it? She's the like. Well, I don't know what she would be. She's the shadow sort of, but she's the terrible mother, really, isn't she? Mixed with the shadow. Mixed with almost the shadow side of the anima as well. Weird. That's a weird combination that she's got going there. I mean, mainly it's the shadow, but yeah. God, but it's funny how you can see these things in the movies and stuff. It's cool. I love doing it. That's one of my hobbies. I have really odd hobbies. I do.
Nothing wrong with having a diverse range of interests.
Yeah, I suppose so. Right. Well, what we'll do is we'll ask for a few more questions and then we'll get going. Most people have said, oh, no, wait. I don't know. It's kind of a mix. It looks like a mix here. Some people have said shave. Others have said, no, I like it. So.
What's the lady vote?
I don't know. I don't know what Lucy means when she says Rocky.
I look like Rocky, clearly.
Or does she mean the chicken out of Chicken Run is called Rocky?
He is called Rocky, I think, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I thought it was called Rocky. I'm going to get that up now on Google. I never liked Chicken Run because I never liked that evil woman in it. She used to scare me like crazy.
Chicken Run's ace. Anything Nick Parks does is ace.
Anything that what does?
Nick Parks.
Oh, yeah. Aardman Animation or something, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, a lot of that. It's a shame that Peter Sellers has gone now, isn't it? Because he can't do the voice of Wallace. I mean, they'll probably get someone new in, but it's just not the same, is it? Unless it's an exact replica. If it's an exact replica, I'll be happy. But
I am available to do. Yeah, I am available to do voice impressions. My Mrs. Doubtfire went down a storm on Carboot Chris's live stream.
Oh, did you see? Not Jamie. Oh my God, I'm getting that wrong now. Jimmy. Did you see some of his
Yeah,
impressions?
I did,
Oh
yeah.
my God, his Uncle Albert is so good. The Uncle Albert was good. That was bloody good. I saw one of his videos while watching one of them today, and he did I can't say that Uncle Albert on one of his videos, and yeah, with the character as well, the little animation, it's so good. Yeah, but that is funny. That was a good little chat that actually on Monday. I wasn't live. I didn't watch it live. I watched it on the replay.
I was there watching it. I correctly, as soon as Carboot Chris said he was having a guest on, I texted him to say that'll be Jimmy then. He wasn't happy that I guessed correctly, but you know, that's just how good I am.
KLC says, how did Thursday Talks end up being an Ads and Andrew chat? Basically, Thursday Talks is Ads and Andrew now, isn't it? It's basically every other week you're on. It's Ads and Andrew. It's the new hit show.
We're like the new Tat Chat.
Hey, isn't it?
We've even got the Thursday slot.
That's weird, that, isn't it, really? Didn't even think about that, but it kind of is like that. Ads and Andrew.
We should attempt to discuss serious reselling issues like who got the most drunk.
Who got the most?
Who's had the best bolo? Why am I touching my mannequin's breasts at the minute? You know, those kind of questions.
Oh, Fat Girl Son says, what is the archetype of a character that is always in the background and often ignored or forgotten? What is their purpose? I don't know. I mean, an element of the unknown is the shadow. But what you're saying is someone who's just forgotten or ignored, just generally. They don't have necessarily an incredible shadow. So it's not really... Oh, I know what it could be. The Everyman. The Everyman could be. The Everyman archetype. I think it's called the Everyman archetype, which is basically just someone who's, you know, everyman. And they are also about equality and things like that. That's what they stand for. But an everyman can kind of bleed into the background, you know? So that could be the archetype. But yeah, it's hard to say. But the archetypes also, as I say, bleed into one another. So you kind of get some... You know, we all have inside of our personalities various different archetypes. You know, we all have a degree of all the archetypes, you know, so you can never really place, what I'm doing is I'm placing a firm one archetype on someone. In the real world, that doesn't happen. We all have all the archetypes within us, just different gradients, but I'm just doing it out of a playfulness, like, oh, that Rocky is the hero archetype, because I can see mainly the hero within him. But yeah, so I don't know, but that's an interesting question. But I would say possibly the everyman. Let me just Google that. Let me check.
You can search for the hero inside of yourself.
Everyman archetype. Oh, that's a good saying, isn't it? I've never realised that. It's a nice little saying, that. Hero, everyman archetype. There's a nice little graphic that I got up. It's a really nice graphic, actually. But I can't see it here. It's possibly the everyman, but it's hard to say in that circumstance. You need to know the person really, or the character a little bit more to be able to.
Do you find if you read, if I read a book or I get really stuck into a TV series, I quite often start taking on the characteristics of the lead or the protagonist in it.
Yes, yeah, that's what I do, and I don't know because I mean, what is it? Asperger's you have, right?
Yeah.
So, because for a long time, I've thought I have autism or Asperger's or something like that. And I've never got tested formally or officially or anything. And it's always on my kind of list to definitely do at some point. But I do really think, I mean, without even getting tested, just the self-knowledge I have and the introspection I've done, I can kind of pretty firmly say I've got some mild form of autism or Asperger's or something like that. I can't ignore all of the signs that kind of my own personality is giving me. With regards to that, so it's maybe I don't know. Is it something to do with that, or is it totally separate? I'm not sure.
No, it can be part of it. We adapt to survive, basically. What was I going to say? thing about getting diagnosed as an adult with autism is they can never officially say it's what you've got. They'll just say, "Oh yeah, you've got the traits of this or the traits of that."
And that's what I've seen. I've looked at all the different traits and looked into it quite a bit. And I think, yeah, that's that. And that's why I can feel fairly comfortable in myself to be able to do some sort of self-diagnosis. I know it's what a lot of people do. A lot of adults kind of self-diagnose and say that that's probably what it is. I know you can go to a centre, like an autism specialist, and some sort of centre, and they do some sort of question, like a question test on something.
Yeah, it was horrendous. It was hours.
Was it?
Yeah.
To do a test like that, just to look.
There was like a panel of people as well. It was just ridiculous. Never again. Well, never again. I don't need to again.
You don't need to, yeah. That's all right.
But yeah, it wasn't the greatest experience of life, but it was good to get that level of understanding now.
Yeah, I've always kind of loved playing the different characters. I mean, most of the things that I play on YouTube, like the ads character and the bads character, and all, they are extensions of my own personality, but they are characters as well. They're kind of played up kind of versions, and I've always loved that. And it's just something I kind of naturally like to do. Even when, as I say, in movies, you look at the character, and you know what's happened with me, weirdly, in my psychology, is from childhood, because I watched Doctor Who so religiously, I've actually, I even in the mannerisms sometimes that I use, the doctors bled into me in one regard, and I noticed certain traits, even to the extent that when I was younger, I would project my hero archetype onto the TV show, on the character of the Doctor, and say that is the hero. Obviously, I was projecting the hero externally and not actually taking account for it internally within myself, and that's something I'm going through the process of doing, hero archetype activation at the moment. But I was actually, so much so I was watching it that I did that, and then took on bits of traits of it, kind of thing. It's interesting, I'm just gonna, so I don't think anyone else has got any questions or anything yet. So
I reckon we should get Louise to join us. We should interrogate KLC.
Well, I was just going to say we'll wrap up, but if Louise wants to come in, she can, but I don't think she'll come in, will she?
She's too scared.
She's not scared. She just
the Thursday talk audience is too intense for her.
She's got an evening ahead of her, and she wants to settle down. She might want to have a bath or a shower or something. She wants to get in bed, tucked up. She wants to possibly do some listing or possibly watch a nice TV show. I don't know what she wants to do, but she's got. She
wants to watch I'm a Celebrity. Get me out of here.
Well, there you go. That's the thing. Exactly. She said that before.
But that's a rubbish TV program.
Oh, Paradox Picker says, ads, when is Doctor Who back on? The 1st of January 2020, I believe. It meant to be a 2-parter as well. One part on the 1st, and then I think maybe the week after is the other part. So, yeah, that'd be good. Are you watching it? Because I know you like Doctor Who.
I will be indeed. I will be doing nothing but watching it. I will not be available for contact or comment while Doctor Who is on.
Do you think that, I know this is very, very far-fetched, but do you think that might be a thing? Actually, fantasy and Doctor Who and Star Wars and sci-fi, is that autism? Wanting to escape into that? Or is that an introvert thing?
I don't think so.
You don't think?
I think there's plenty of autistics that can't stand sci-fi.
Yeah, I suppose that would pretty much prove it as well, wouldn't it? If you got, let's say, enough people together as a sample, and then they could say, oh, well, I don't like sci-fi, then you'd know. But I know that I know autism specifically, I don't think there's been a complete link made to creativity yet, but there is certainly somewhat of a link there to creativity. And if there's a link to creativity in a general scale, then creativity is linked to the openness Big 5 personality trait. So then if you're high in openness, you have more of a tendency to be a little bit more on the air of that fantasy and sci-fi and that kind of inner world and introspection and all that sort of stuff. Then that would relate to that. But that's if there's a big enough link between creativity and autism, and then creativity and the openness, big 5 personality trait. So it's a bit long-winded. It'd take years and years to be able, new research coming out to be able to confirm it, you know. But still, I think there's always going to be those who just, as you say, don't like it, and then put back to square one because you think, well, there can't be a link there because there's these people who don't like it, or autistic, or have Asperger's. So
I think one of the things though that can be a sign of it is having periods of intense interest in something and then losing complete interest in it afterwards. So like, yeah. I have, I'll get obsessed with stuff for a few months and then I'll learn everything there is to know about it as far as I'm concerned, and that's it. I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah, I've done that so many times throughout my life. I did that with I had a period with vaping. I used to do vaping and learned all about it and everything as well, and got like really knowledgeable in it. And then I thought, sat this, I can't bother, not interested anymore. And there's been I can't name them all, but I know there's been so many kind of things like that in my life. It's crazy. There's been also phases in music as well where I've really got into one particular genre, and then I've just dropped it. I've been really into Motown, or I've been really into glam rock or whatever it may be, but really heavy into it, exploring it, all the different artists, all the different bands and stuff. And then I just, can't bother with this anymore, and just go on to the next thing. I mean, people do that anyway to a certain extent. Everyone does that to a certain extent, but I think that maybe if you do have these traits, if you're autistic or whatever, then do it maybe to a...
What do you think about, have you ever watched Gavin and Stacey?
Yes, I have. I watched it a little bit, and then I was like, I was getting into it a bit, but then I kind of moved away from it and then went back to it again. It's kind of been one that's like that for me in terms of a TV show.
Because that's on at Christmas, and I've just seen Louise hasn't seen the trailer for it, so I'm going to tell her as many spoilers about it as I can before it's on. Every rumor I hear, I'm going to pass straight across.
You can't tell her the spoilers. I don't mind spoilers. Actually, I used to always think it was weird. My friends used to always say to me, "Oh, don't ruin it, don't ruin it, don't ruin it." They never used because they didn't want it ruined. I do not care less if someone said, I wouldn't care if someone said to me, "Oh, this is what happens in the Doctor Who episode on the 1st of Jan." I'd still watch it. I wouldn't care. I don't know why. Some people have like a real thing with spoilers, don't they? Like a really attached. I mean, fair enough. If that's what you want, then that's fine. But I just don't understand it. I don't get. I'm like, you just tell me the plot. I don't care. I don't care.
I don't want the Star Wars plot spoiling. I'm looking forward to seeing that in the cinema.
Which is that one? That is the Rise of Skywalker, isn't it? That's all right.
The new Star Wars film is Rise of Skywalker. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually going to watch all the Star Wars, not next few days actually, because I've not watched them in forever. You know what I've been watching? I don't know if you have, because you're big into Star Wars, aren't you? The Mandalorian. You watched it?
I've not watched it yet.
I won't spoil anything for you, but you are in.
I'm not.
Sweet.
I can't get my laptop to watch stuff illegally since I upgraded to Kaspersky security, because it just blocks everything that I think is dodgy.
It's brilliant. I think that Jon Favreau and obviously Dave Filoni, I love Dave Filoni anyway from Clone Wars and stuff. But yeah, they've done a brilliant job on it. I mean, I didn't know it was out or anything. I didn't know of it until a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, I'll watch that. But yeah, it's brilliant. It really is. And so that's got me hooked into Star Wars again. The whole Star Wars universe. I thought, right, I'm going to watch Star Wars all over again.
I cannot watch the prequel trilogy again anymore. Just can't do it. Can't bring myself. Can't get through the Phantom Menace anymore.
No, I was just going to say, you know what stopped me watching it, because I've had this thought for a few days now of wanting to watch it, the Phantom Menace. I don't want to watch it. I just, because I remember it being quite boring, a lot of it being quite kind of...
Even Natalie Portman herself can't get me to watch that film.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I will watch it, but I probably won't enjoy it as much. I'll probably be like, obviously that's kind of a bit of a slog to get through, but I don't mind Attack of the Clones from what I remember. I mean, I've not watched them that many times through, probably only twice or something through the whole one. But I think I quite like that one. And Revenge of the Sith, although I do not like, you know, the thing that I don't like this just because it gets to me. I don't like it when I don't. It gets me. It gets me too emotional. It does, because I see all these Jedi. I mean, what's his Mundy? Kylie Addy Mundy or whatever. I don't know. Forgot. But Mundy, and then you've got Akira Sakura or whatever her name is, and all these people. Oh my god! And we're all getting gunned down. And I loved them in the Clone Wars TV show. Yeah. And we're all there getting gunned down by the clones, and it's so emotional. And then when all the bloody there's that kid in there. There's that Jedi kid who comes like back flipping or something, or flipping out of that speeder down that kind of not runway, but it's like a platform, and he's taking out loads of clones, and I'm loving it. I'm like, oh, this is great. And then he just gets shot, doesn't he? I'm like, oh no,
Yeah, no, just dead.
Yeah, and then is it Anakin where he goes into the Padawan's place, or like
just killed them all.
Oh, I can't do it. It gets me. I can't do it. So I'm going to actually probably, I don't know, I'm going to have to turn away for that. It gets me emotional. I won't turn away. What I'll do is I'll close one eye. I'll probably do that or something, but I can't do it. It's too emotional.
My two emotional moments in film, both J.J. Abrams' fault. When Vulcan got blown up in, or whatever, got destroyed in Star Trek, the movie, and
one of the new ones.
Yeah, and then when Han Solo died, J.J. Abrams has killed me twice.
You know, I've not seen I think it was. There's been two, haven't there, new Star Wars the last few years.
There's been a few. I mean, there's Force Awakens, there's The Last Jedi, but then there's Solo, there's Rogue. I can't
Rogue One.
Yeah, Rogue One.
I've not seen any of those new ones, but I know that Han Solo died, and I was upset when I knew, kind of
blubbing like an idiot in the cinema.
Yeah, that would be bad. I mean,
not that I have to, but
the power these characters have over us, though, it's crazy, isn't it? These like fictional characters, but you connect yourself so much to them.
Well, even the when Carrie Fisher died, I was so upset.
Yeah. See, what am I trying to say now? There was someone who, I know who it was. That was kind of the Carrie Fisher thing for you. I mean, I was upset, but I wasn't like really upset. But Carrie Fisher dying to you is like Elizabeth Sladen dying to me. When I was
younger,
yeah. Holy crap. That was terrible. I was 15 at the time. I remember I got in from school. And
I was in full-time employment. I had my own house.
Yeah. Do you like remember that day almost?
Yeah, I can remember.
Yeah, that got me. And I remember coming in, and it must have been Friday because I was going with my grandma. I'm not sure, but and my grandma sat down, and she knew about it already, and she was crying a bit because she had watched the Sarah Jane Adventures kind of thing. And then the other big one for me, more real life, was David Bowie, or Bowie, however you pronounce it. Because he was always big for me.
Yeah.
He was active. So when on that day, I felt I'd lost like almost a part of myself. I mean, it's crazy to think that it would have such an impact, but it felt like that. It really felt in the core of me that, that was a horrible day. That was.
I can remember when Freddie died, Freddie Mercury.
Can you?
Then, yeah, but that was a big moment.
That was 91, wasn't it?
That was it 91, I think, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 91, I think. Yeah.
I can only have been about 7 at the time, but yeah, that was emotional times. Love Freddie.
Yeah. He was just an icon, proper icon.
Well, he was like the money mental of the rock world as opposed to the reselling world.
Anyway, I think we'll leave it there because Z and George are on in not long anyway. So thank you very much for joining me, Andrew, and thank you for everyone in the chat. And we will get going. So I will see you next week. Andrew might join me next week. I'm not sure. You're free to join if you want. But if not, I will join you next week. And see you very soon, guys.
See you, folks. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.